So I am doing a video about Bastiat, Bastiat, whatever. I'll figure it out later. He's a French philosopher, economics guy, and he came up with the broken window fallacy, and that will be explained in this video. But first I really want to dive into what is economics, and what does it even mean. And so I want to get deep into that and into the philosophical views of it all. I think that will kind of give this video the extra zest that it needs to win. So I'm going to my first meeting with my group. We're going to get some ideas. See what's going on. So none of my team showed up, so I had to call in someone that I knew to run camera. I don't know why no one showed up, and so now I'm stuck with this guy. And now I don't know what to do, because I have no script, because my script writer quit too.
So I got hired for this project for an economic class my friend is taking, and we're supposed to be covering this old guy who apparently did some pretty cool stuff for economics. So I decided I'd jump in, get some stuff for my demo reel, and hopefully get my work out there a little bit.
Okay, so this camera guy, I had to come in at the last moment. I don't think he knows anything about this project. I honestly don't. I'm not even sure he knows what economics is.
Our country was founded on the idea of economics and economic theory.
I mean, he's kind of, I don't know how a good way to put this is, he's kind of off in the head, I think.
So it's really important that this film come across in a way that does that concept justice, and hopefully we can do that today.
Okay, so I just got the text from the guy. He is showing up, so hopefully we'll get this done now. Yeah, he's just, what is it? Yeah, 3 hours late. Oh boy. So for this video, I think we need to start at the beginning. Okay, we can't just say this is who Bastiat was and then tell his theory. We just can't, because that's leaving out the context of the whole thing. We have to ask, who was Bastiat? Why was he in France? Why was France there? Why was France in the state it was? And we have to cover all of this. We have to look at the big picture. We have to look at why economics. We have to look at philosophy, religion, politics, everything, because it all plays a role in this.
I don't know, it seems, doesn't that seem just a bit ridiculous to get with the why was he in France? Is that even what we're even doing?
Yes, it matters, because why does Bastiat think what Bastiat thinks when, we have to look at this whole issue. We have to look at the big picture. And, we want this video to win, don't we?
Somehow I think he thinks it's like some kind of contest with all other students. But, as long as it keeps the better grade, I'll keep on going with it.
We have to impress the judge, okay?
I thought we were just gonna present it to him. It's not really there's nobody but us three gonna be in the room.
But he's going to be judging us. He's going to be judging our work, and we've got to make an impression.
So what are you saying, we're competing against ourselves, or?
No, we're competing against everything else. We've got to make an impression with this guy and make him think, wow, those students really did something. You know, they went above and beyond the call of duty.
I agree with that, but I just don't see the
And like, it's an unwritten contest, okay? It's like all just kind of between the lines, and if you read between the lines, then you'll see it all, but obviously you don't. You don't have that kind of vision. So,
Obviously not.
yeah, so let's get started
Okay,
with this
yeah.
writing. I really think we should include the Norman invasion on all of this, because that does make a difference. I mean, it connects with the earlier Roman invasion of France, you know, hundreds of years before.
I'm still having a hard time figuring out like what this has anything to do with this theory. Like, I mean,
But we've got to provide the proper context in all of this. So we need to include the Roman invasion, the Normans, the Franks, the Gauls, everything. You have to include everything.
when are we gonna get to the actual like theory though? It just seems
yeah.
like you're just piling it on.
Yeah, don't worry. The theory comes, it's like the climax of all of this. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Okay. Build, Bastiat.
You know, when I first started this project idea and I ran it right through to Josh, it seemed like he understood very well. And you know, we were getting this whole idea of the Bastiat and the broken window and destruction breed creation. But I get to the day when we're trying to shoot this, and it seems like he's off on a totally different world, talking about invasions of France and the Normandy invasion and the Julius Caesar invasion of France, the Roman invasion. It was, I don't know, it just all of a sudden he's like, we need to do this and then Bastiat, and it was just weird. I just don't think he understands it as much. You know, hopefully I can get back on track.
So we're going to go out and start filming the actual video now. We're going to get some nice walking shots, very dynamic, full of energy, because all good documentaries have walking shots. Frederick Bastiat was a French philosopher of economics that lived in the 1800s. He came up with a central economic concept called opportunity cost. He did this using a story called the parable of the broken window.
In this parable, a glass is broken, and a man is supposed to hire a repairman to fix it. Some would argue that this is a good thing, but Bastiat argued that this is a bad thing because instead of spending the money on something else, you'd have to spend it on the repairman.
Okay, so what else can we do with this? Because we have like 30 seconds.
I think we need to go into more detail of the parable, or maybe by example.
Okay.
I think that works better for people, you know.
Okay, so basically what we could do, we could get a rock. Okay. So rock. Okay, and then the parable is about someone throwing a rock through a window. Okay, and then them having to replace the window, and that doesn't stimulate economic growth because they have to replace the window and they're not spending it on something else. Okay, so what we can do is we take the rock and we find something to throw it at, okay, and to break it, okay,
I like it.
and let's see, what can we throw it at? Okay, well, have you ever played baseball?
I have.
You have?
I have.
Okay. Okay, so I haven't, but we're going to try it. I'm going to practice my aim. Okay? I'm going to hit the tree. Okay, let's get out of here.
So, we're doing that reenactment of the parable where we gotta throw the rock and it breaks the window. And Josh says he hasn't played baseball in a while, and he throws the rock and it actually breaks the window. Now, I have no idea whose window that is, but we just, you know, we had to get out of there. I don't know. I don't know if I really want to do this anymore. I don't know, you know, I'm starting to doubt, you know, working with this guy, you know, we get in trouble for this, we get a bad grade for this, it's going to be all his fault.
I don't know what Tyler's problem is. I mean, he knew that I hadn't played baseball, and he saw me. He saw the building back there and the window, and he just let me throw it. And he should have known better. It's not my fault. I don't know if I can work with this guy anymore. He's not the kind of help that I need. And I mean, this is a perfect example of it. I mean, he threatens my vision by allowing me to do this. And, you know, it's just, I can't put up with it anymore. I really can't.
I think that art is a freedom of expression. What I witnessed with the rock through the window was to me a sign of artistic expression that needed to be done to get the point across about economics. And I think what was done might have been one of the most important things that has ever happened on this university campus.
Hey, what's up? So, I think shooting went relatively well.
Whoa.
What?
Read that article.
Bald State Children's Cancer donation because of recent string of vandalism. Today, the president announced that they were canceling a large donation to a children's cancer fund after a recent string of vandalism, including a broken window in the business building just last week. And,